Saturday morning, and we're out here at White Rock Lake. And you're gonna come join me. Come on in. Come on in, let's do this. Come stand out here with me. Remind yourself what we're doing. We are integrating breath and attention in the body. May all beings everywhere share this practice. All beings everywhere know the peace at the center of creation. Inhale high. Exhale wide. Over the ground. Make your fist. Take your hands together. Exhale. There's one. Exhale it down. Inhale wide. Regather. Reach up high. If you're up high, let's make some hops right here. Hop. Morning, my friend.
Morning.
Yeah, that's it. This little thing right here, this little move, might help prevent strokes. Okay, this little thing. Why? Because of circulation. Because of not just the blood circulation, but as it regards lymphatic drainage, lymphatic function, and the reduction of inflammation in the body. That's the real key. Let's do 54 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 20. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 50. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Make a little turn. I hope you can feel some tingling in your skin, maybe your face. Nice. Let's bring these feet together, make a claw with your hands, and make circles now on your knees. So I'm gonna come closer. My hands on my knees, I'm making circles on my knees. Right, straight elbows will help. Reverse direction. Why do straight elbows help? We want to practice straight elbows because when you straighten your elbows, you're finding the full extension of that arm. And with your full extension, it reflects back, it connects back to origins in the spine and in the chest. Good. Let's bend the knee in the line of each foot. So 1, check your right foot. Angle your right foot in. There you go, parallel. That will help you. I'm gonna make 3 more. Can I inhale forward, exhale back? Inhale forward, exhale back. Yes, beautiful. Come up and be tall. Let's focus on the hip. Make some circles. Where can we go with the hips? Big circles. Isolate those hips. Big circles. Yes, and reverse direction. Right? Yes. That's it. Bring it back to the center. I would like for us to ground. Do you remember how to ground your feet? You should by now, if you've been watching any time. 40% of the weight in the heels, 40% in the balls of the foot, 20% in your toes. Grip, Lift in your arches. Align your ankles, your hips, your shoulders, and your ears. The shoulder blades in the back go toward the spine lightly and into your back pockets. So I'm not trying to throw my shoulders back. I am wanting to activate the strength and the awareness of my shoulder blades lightly toward my spine and down into my back pocket. If I'm doing that, even if I don't have back pockets, I am engaging muscles down. We're interested in, yes, the muscles, yes, the joints, but really the neuromuscular pathways. Good morning. Look at her all in green. I want you to lift up from the earth, up through. Engage that root lock, engage that midlock. Let your breath exhale out. That's the true beginning of the breath, the conscious exhale. And into that emptiness, we inhale. And release. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can join at any time. I'm so happy to see Miss Hannah. Exhale down. Let it cycle in and out. Let's take two hands together. Inhale these arms up like this. It is like lifting your heart up. I inhale, and then I open it wide. It's a little vulnerable, but we want to activate that. Inhale over the ground, make a fist, and lock your breath in. Hold your breath. Through the mouth, we exhale. So we've been activating this whole upper region here. Let's take the hands wide. We regather that heart. And we exhale back. And we restabilize, reconfigure. Beautiful. Let's take the hands straight up. Open the hands. Fingers and thumbs wide. Straighten your elbows. Jaw relax with an exhale. Now, can we release the fingertips, the wrists, the elbows? Look how we isolate. Shoulders. Can you release your knees? That will support your whole spine. Now, let's tilt the hips and empty down the spine through the neck. And the neck and head dangle down with gravity. Observe your breathing right here, because your breathing is going to be limited. It's not the same as when we're standing up. Every posture we make, every asana, is a form for our breathing. And with your inhale, I want you to identify and to awaken and to feel. And with your exhale, you can keep the feeling, and you empty, you release, you surrender, you liberate. And if our bodies, let's stack the hands on the knees. If our body, is not just these muscles and bones and organs, we are electromagnetic beings. We are this sack of minerals composed in such a way, these salts of our blood. And we're mostly water and mineral. Bend these knees deeply, bend these ankles. Well, guess what that is? That is like a living antenna. We're like these organisms of awareness that receive signals from our environment. We are these amazing creatures. Right, let's breathe 3 good breaths. And we have these channels that move through us. Let's come stand. Empty the body. Find your support, make a little turn. And without diving in too deep, too fast, let's just say that we want our bodies to work. And yes, we can look at it mechanically in the sense of, our different systems, our respiratory system, or our digestive system, or our circulation, or lymphatic, or immune, these different systems. They are not separate, however. They are the landscape through which energy moves. It's like when it rains on the ground, it touches all of the ground. Well, it's like that with our life and with our energy. And one of the things that yoga does has done first for eons, for millennia, is that it helps us to identify these channels. Hey, Christina. To identify these channels of energy that move through us and to unblock them, that we can fully function. So these are very simple but functional practices of yoga that can affect us profoundly. Plant these feet down, isolate your hips. Isolate your hips, rock it side to side. One thing, Christina, if you're arriving now, check in with your knees, check in with your hips, shoulders, right? Your breathing. We did some hopping, to get everything going. Do 20 or 30 hops, to be able to join us, okay? Yeah. And I'm rocking side to side in my coronal plane. Good. And I'm going to take my hips over one direction as far as I can. And I'm reaching over with my hips. I keep my ankles, my hips, my shoulders, and my ears. I reach my fingers down toward the earth. I turn the palms out. Now notice, one ear is up and one ear is down. The ear that is up, can you lift it higher? Can you lift the ear into the sky and keep your hips over? You will increase this dilation on the outside of your body, and you want to breathe it right there. Now wake up this free arm into the sky. Inhale the palm up, exhale the palm down. Turn the palm up and breathe. Reach down, reach up. Let's look down at your thumb for 3 breaths. Straight elbows. Look up. Can you align your face, your chin and forehead with your arm up above you for 3? Can you take this straight elbow along? It's better to have a straight elbow and a little higher than a bent arm and low. We want the forms for our breathing to unlock these channels through us. And the channels, you've heard of chakras, I'm sure. And people talk about chakras all the time. Take 2 hands, say away. For 3, and 2, and 1. My exit, I bend the knees, I revolve the shoulders, reach out and sweep down. Empty the spine. Stack your hands on your knees. Lift up in your heart. Let's find the deep oppositions. My ankles bend deeply. My knees bend deeply. My tailbone back. My heart lifts up. My elbows straighten. My shoulder blades go back. I bring my arms back. And I breathe here for 3, 2. I turn my palms. Let's sweep up. How high can we lift? Lift up for 3. Straighten that. My right elbow doesn't like to straighten. I gotta make it straight. Yes, back to your heart and stand. Bravo. Make a little turn. Good. Same thing, second side. I'm going to take my hips over and lift. I look for the dilation on the outside of the body. My feet are grounded. I am in my coronal plane. Let's sweep that one arm high. Turn the palm down. Can you feel the posture with your breathing? You inhale it. I'm lifting my ear way up. I'm lifting my fingertips up into the oppositions. So we look for oppositions, even if I don't say so. Every posture. We have earth and sky. We have forward and back, like north and south. And we have right and left, like east and west. And into those three directions, those three planes, we extend ourselves. With breathing, take a big breath in. Turn your face down to your thumb. So look how simple it is, but you're doing deep work. Right. Turn your chin and forehead up to your thumb and breathe that. So even if you've just started, never done yoga before, but you're practicing in this way, you are making an advanced practice. Let's reach over the top. Reach over the top and feel. Take 3 breaths. Reach way out, reach out. 3, 2, 1. My exit. Bend the knees, revolve the shoulders, reach way out. Sweep it down. Empty your body. Oh yeah, it feels so good to tilt forward. And we are supported. We're working in a way that is functional, that is safe from injury if you pay attention. We're guided by our breathing. We establish a kind of stillness, basic balance, alignment, and strength. We find that with our breathing. Let's lift the face up and exhale the head down, like we're nodding. Yes. And then let's stack the hands. Let's stack these hands up. Lift up in your heart. Good. Pull that tailbone back. Bend those knees deeply. Bring your shoulder blades back. Feel it across the top of your heart. And try this. You're holding. Take your fingertips and now tap right on their collarbones. Emotion. This is a center of the body where we process emotion. It's also where lymphatics drain into the blood. All right. Breathe right here. Tap and breathe. If you have emotion that arises, and it does sometimes in the practice, I want you to identify it with the inhale. Let it exhale and move out through the mouth. Yes, very nice. Release and stand. Make a little turn. Little turn. Make a fist and make a fist. I'm going to put my fists on my butt. Not high, but in the actual muscles, the cheeks, right? And I want to squeeze those butt cheeks together, press. I want to make these super strong. I push down in my heels. I bring my hips forward. I lift in my spine. I lift my spine up through the heart. I bring my elbows toward the center. And I begin to arc. I reach my head away. My eyes go over my forehead. I exhale, drop the chin. Inhale the chin away. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, away. And then drop your chin. Can you reach the hands forward? Wide fingertips. My fingertips pull me forward. And so I align. I leverage up and I don't force. I don't try to muscle up with the back. Beautiful. Right here, take a big breath. Separate your feet. Let's twist. Twist now the elbows and shoulders low away from the ears. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Look over your shoulder. How deeply can your eyes reach? How far over, beyond your shoulder, can your eyes reach? And at first, we exhale. And release. Ooh, yeah. You know, to work the eyes with the breathing in fixed body positions, you activate right into the nervous system. You begin to adjust yourself, and as you work into your nervous system, you are awakening those energetic pathways through the body. We're awakening not just, blood flow to the brain and heart and organs, etc., but we're awakening life force through us, prana, chi, different names for it, electricity in one sense, okay? All right, so let's do that same twisting, but let's inhale over the shoulder. Let's do 9 more each side. And release. Sometimes people ask me, they say, should I do this with my eyes open or my eyes closed? And, there are 2 different approaches. If you close your eyes, you can sometimes pay greater attention to what is happening inside. And we call pratyahara, where we turn the senses inward. But you can still, nonetheless, be able to turn your senses inward, even as we keep our eyes open and recognize what is happening. And if you do, it is more challenging. And you burn into those nerve pathways a little bit more deeply. Let's do this one. Let's take these feet close together. Let's make some batak. Okay? I want some sun today. Batak. On a 4 count, I'm going to inhale my arms back, exhale my hands forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend. 2, 3, 4. Bend. 1, 3, 4. Bend. 1. Yes. Inhale, exhale. Make it shallow. Make it easy. Everything we do, we start from wholeness, strength, balance, alignment. We set our intention, sankalpa. We isolate, and we move with effortless effort, ease, suka. Störa, suka, and eventually dukkha. Difficulty, pain. Restriction, limitation. So let's bend these knees. Can you tickle the fingertips? You don't have to. Do not force. Let's do 9 more. 8. Let your arms lift you up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's make everybody's favorite pose. Teacups, right? Now with teacups, you can stand anytime you want to. You can break the posture. Just know how you exit. With any posture, you don't want to just pop like a rubber band open. That's how people get hurt. You don't want that. Look, I'm going to take my feet together. Today I'm going to angle my toes. And then I angle my heels. I'm going to angle my toes and I'm in. Okay? I take a breath. Let's bend. So I'm just going to hold for 3 minutes. But if you need to, it's not that much. It's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, great masters, they hold 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Imagine just staying there 30 minutes. And ultimately, you want level legs, level femur. We want the tailbone back. We want the heart up. Right. Good. So there's 1 minute, about. Good. Many variations of arm and hand position. Something that will help us is put your eyes on a single point out in front of you and let yourself focus on that strongly. Let everything else, all the other sensory impressions that start to happen, release. Focus only on that point. Single sensory impression, Traitaka Drishti, with breath. The object of our attention is out there on that single point. And let it breathe. And be tall in the spine. Let your heart open. Good. Really great. Re-enter as you can, and then count your breathing. When it becomes difficult, when you feel you cannot do it, tell yourself you can count 9 more breaths. And if 9 is too many, you can tell yourself you can count 3 more breaths. And if you say if 3 is too many, tell yourself you can count 2 more breaths. You can do anything for 2 breaths. I know you can. Good. So it's right at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. See if you can get one more set. Good, so that's 3 minutes right there. Make a little turn. Identify what's going on in those legs. You know, these are muscles that you activate. Good morning. These are muscles that when you activate, it doesn't pump you up like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It doesn't make you like that, right? These are muscles that give you confidence in your balance. They give you confidence in your walking. They give you confidence in your daily movement. And we take this for granted. We take our breathing for granted because we've been doing it since we've been children. But this is about awakening the origins of your movement. This is about awakening the origins of your stillness. And that's where a lot of power will be, is in your stillness. Yeah. Let's do this one. Let's try this one. I'm going to turn this away. I want you to shift all of your weight into your left leg. And make this left side very strong. Make this right toe barely touch to the side. And breathe right there. 3 breaths. So easy. Practice this one-legged strength. And then take it down. Ground. Let's shift. Ground. The other toe is light. The other toe is light. Gripping. Let it breathe. So what I am not doing is this. I'm not reaching over with the hip and making an arc. I'm not arcing over and holding a bend. I want it from the earth up through me. Boom. Okay, good. If you can do that, let's add on. We enter from sthira, stability, alignment, balance, and strength. Standing, simple posture. Tadasana. I'm going to take a breath consciously. Exhale, shift. I'm shifting to the left. My right foot is light. My arms open. I exhale and lift the knee. Breathe with it right there. Yes. Simple. When you want more, you take 2 hands to the knee. When you want more, take 2 hands under the knee. When you want more, reach the leg out and away. When you want more, reach the hands wide and lift. When you want more, tuck it back and put it down. Use your exhale to make your transitions. Big breath. Ground, sthira, tadasana. Shift. Ground and feel. Breathe. Activate this simple entrance. And you carry that stability with effortless effort. Oh, no, I'm taking my hands wide. Yes. Yeah. And then to the knee. If you want more, the hands go underneath the knee and you push away. Good. If you want more, you keep the leg high and you reach your arms out. Exhale the release. Good. Well, that was mostly a symmetric sequence.
Very asymmetric.
What's that?
Very asymmetric.
Yeah. So you may notice one side different than the other. Let's repeat that, okay? And you go to the place where you find resistance and stay in your resistance. So ground, let's shift to the left. Ground this left leg. My right leg is barely touching. I take a breath. I'm going to open my arms. Yes. I take a big breath. I'm going to lift my knee. Good. I take a big breath. I could stay there, but if I want more, I touch my hands to the knee. I could stay here, but if I want more, I take my hands under the knee. Good. Breathe. And the key is, say you fall out of balance. Say you drop out of the pose. That's okay, no problem. But do not begin in the middle of the sequence. Start from the beginning and carry your balance, carry your strength into that same place of limitation. Because otherwise you'll never get it. It'll never happen. You'll always have some gap that will not go away. And you will always fall out of balance. Kumar used to call the process ekajake. Open. Good. Exhale. Release. How you doing over there?
Good.
Good? One? You all right?
Huh?
So? Good? All right. Let's see if we can do that same sequence, other direction. I ground, I shift my weight into my right leg. I inhale, and I exhale. Tuck. Big breath. Let's take these hands to the knee. Perfect, Christina. That's right. You got to keep that right side. That's where the limit is. And squeeze both butt cheeks. Your left gluteus muscle actually will anchor your right strength. Left gluteus anchors that right strength. Yeah. Yes. With your exhale, empty and release. Yes. Good work. Good stuff. Okay, let's try one thing, okay? I'm going to stand to the back. I shift all my weight to the left side. As I exhale, I lift my right knee to the right hand. I glide my hand down to the ankle. I'm grounded. I have carried my balance to this position. Unbroken. The unbroken breath and attention is the vinyasa. Let's reach up. Exhale. I take a breath. I reach back. I reach away. I lift up. I reach back for 3, 2, 1. Now you can stay there and simply exit down. If you want more, let's empty forward. Slow motion. Can you open and lift?
I've never taken the dogs though to like last year to a hike. It was much more like grounding.
I empty my hand, I release, exhale. All of the exit done with a breath, all of the entrance done with the breath. You carry your poses. Let's do the same thing. Other side. Ground, lift, shift. This time, left hand, left knee. You could stay there with that. Practicing the stability, finding the breath. Maybe you find one point out in front of you and you fix your attention there and feel it activate that balance. But maybe you want more and you exhale down to your ankle. Wake up the right arm. I exhale. Right, reach it up, reach it up. I take a breath, and as I exhale, I'm gripping in that right side. I'm reaching my left leg back. Yeah, breathe and reach, breathe and reach. Where can we go? Lifting it up, I'm lifting up in my arm and fingertips, earth and sky. And I'm reaching back with my leg. I'm reaching forward with my heart. It is a practice not just for the leg. It's not just for the back. It's for shoulder. It's for neck. It's for breathing. Good. How do we fold? And I open. My breath lets me empty and exit. Make a little turn. Beautiful. Lie down on your back, please. Tuck your knees and rock. Tuck your knees and rock. Let your head touch down to the mat. Let your head touch down to the ground. Your position, this is a variation of Pavamuktasana. Yeah, let your head turn with your shoulders left and right. Let yourself exhale to the side. Inhale to the center. Yes, side to side. Bring it back to the center, please. Can you take a big breath, touch the feet down, exhale the feet down to the ground, palms down at your side, articulate up. So you identify root lock, mid lock, activate them, tilt the tailbone up, go up through your spine, lift it up, let the shoulders be happy, let the neck and head be happy. Yeah. Exhale down. I'd like for you to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Notice how the chin and the chest connect. Notice how the chest can lift up to the chin. That's it. The toes stay down. Now let's add on to this real simple posture. I'd like for you to inhale the arms and shoulders lifting at the same time as the hips lift. You inhale up beyond your head, all the way up, and you exhale all the way down. All right. Can you time it so the arms and the hips reach their maximum point at the same time? The hands and the hips touch down at the same time. Sometimes the hips go down first. But can we make it so it's all together? Yeah. Very nice. And let's bring it back down. Take your arms wide like a T. Turn the palms up and take your knees over to your left, just as they are. Release your left leg. Let the left leg sink down. Allow the right leg to follow on top. Breathe it right there. Can you draw your knees toward your elbow? You can keep the legs bent, but if you want more, try this first. Take your left hand to the left, take the left hand to the right knee, and then you can push your legs out long and straight. Push those heels away. Yes. If you need to modify this right shoulder, if it's lifting up off the ground, do not force it in your arm and shoulder. So take the right fingers to the ribs and allow your spine to twist, shoulders opening. The real revolve is in the left side of your spine. Feel that, how that can exhale. Feel your breathing. This is a very good position to observe 3 qualities of breath delivery. Number 1 is functional breath. Observe the shape of your lungs and put your attention on the breath cycle. Notice the geometry of your lungs here in the pose, the restrictions in the lower left lobe, the dilations in the upper right lobe. Feel this. Deliver breath into this shape of your lungs. That's number 1. And if you can do that in the cycle of your breath, the exhale, you follow in present awareness. You inhale and follow in this, you're riding your attention on the present moment of your breath. Then we can do that next step, and it is to deliver sunlight into your lungs. We imagine that we could inhale prana, inhale life force, inhale the very force that sustains all of life into us. And with the exhale, we release a kind of metabolic waste. So if we inhale prana, we exhale apana, like a little cloud. And if you can do that, then you imagine further that this sunlight comes into every blood cell in the lungs that's transferred through all and circulated through your whole body. Right? The blood comes up to the lungs, the surface of the lungs, and exchanges gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, of course, but also other metabolic waste. It will exhale out. Trace amounts of this metabolic waste. Imagine that the sunlight of the blood cells could be delivered into your bones, into the inside the bone, into this matrix of bone in there, and make your bones like lanterns. What if your skeleton could be a lantern of light? Right, it inhales and illuminates. It exhales and it clears. Excellent. What if you could inhale prana, not just to your bones, but into every tissue, into all of your muscles, into all of your organs, your brain, your eyes, your heart, your lungs themselves, all of your internal abdominal organs. Yes, all of that. What if you could inhale to every nerve cell of your body, fingertips, toes, and eyes? What if you could inhale to the surface of your skin and you release that? You're performing a functional breath delivery, energetic life force delivery we call Vyana. Many Vyana practices. And this posture here, this revolved stomach pose, is a wonderful pose to observe breath practices. Reach this right arm out long and straight. Turn your head, look over to this right thumb. Reach away, reach away. Stretch it. Find oppositions. Can you reach into the sky high as you can? Tickle the fingertips and go through the clouds, over and through the clouds, and over as deeply to the left as possible. Reach far as you can over to the left. As far as you can with that right hand. The right hand over extends the left. The knees relax. Yeah, the whole body empties. How can you empty your body and release? Good one, you got it, brother. Release this knee, mom. Right here. That. What if you could? Here. Look how much more you can go. This releases. Like that empty up. Let it go. Let it fall. There's gravity. That's right. And it connects right back through here. Right, here's your diaphragm. And it connects back to like T12 and the roots of the diaphragm up into the lungs. And it connects all the way up into your neck and shoulders. It connects up into your heart. Woo! Turn up. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Come onto your back, tuck your knees, and rock. Now, if we've observed functional breath in our pose, let your head rest, let it turn with your shoulders. Let's take it to the other side. The knees, the feet touch down, arms go wide like a T, and drift those knees over to the right. Now, if you're right-handed, this side may be a little bit more challenging because the primary area is that right side of your spine. That's your anchor for your movement. It's like your big boss of movement. Take your knees toward your elbow. The head is turned to the right. Take this right hand onto the knee. Take this right hand onto this left knee. If you need to modify your left shoulder, the left hand fingers go to the ribs. Good. Remember your functional breath. What is the shape of your lungs? Now, if we're doing it in this pose, we need to do it in every posture. We're just using this pose series as an example. If you've got your functional breath delivery and you're riding in your present moment in your breath cycle, then activate the awareness of prana. Life force entering your body, sunlight coming into your bones and blood and every organ, muscle, nerve, skin, cell. Every cell is bathed in prana, life force. I know that sounds kind of crazy. What if you take a big breath and turn your head and look over to your left thumb? Reach out in that left arm. And here's if we've observed functional breathing and our Vyana breath delivery, now let's look at something called Nyasa. I'd like for you to imagine, and we're using imagination as a tool to illuminate, not a harbor for fear. I want you to wake up the breath from the left foot up through the left leg, the outside of this left leg, left hip, across the hip, through the right side of your spine to the right shoulder, up into the left shoulder. So you're breathing up through the back, across the back, out through this left hand. And then you breathe down from your thumb, down through this anterior line, this bicep brachialis, anterior delt, the pec minor, pec major, intercostals of the ribs, down through the left hip and the medial aspect of this left leg, the inside of that left knee, inside of the ankle, arch, and big toe. Can you breathe 3 breaths from the outside of the left foot, up the back line, shoulders, fingertips, and you exhale down through the front line? You are awakening channels, neuromuscular patterns, nadi, through the body. When you're ready, wake up your left arm into the sky, roll to the right. Reach way over and empty your body. That's it. That is beautiful. Oh, awesome. And just as with the breath, we exhale to initiate the full volume of your inhale. When you empty your body, you initiate strength. You find how we can release patterns of energy that we hold in the body, tensions that we hold from our day that prevent us, that sap strength. All right, really good. Come onto your back, please. Rock again. We got to wrap this up. We've taken a long time in this revolved stomach pose today, but it is a template for breath delivery in other postures and for awakening these channels of strength and prana through the body. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bring it back to the center. Let's glide the legs out long and straight. Can you straighten your knees, squeeze the legs together, and point your toes away? I'd like for you to imagine one thing. I'd like for you to imagine that you could dip your toes into ink, black ink, squeezing the toes together, squeezing the legs together, and then with the toes, revolve big circles. Paint a big circle on the sky. Yes. Slow motion. Every circle is a breath. Every circle. May I make a little assist?
Sure.
Breathe. Yes. This side is good. This is the side you need. That. Yeah. Yes. Put your head to the side. Yes. Do 3 more breaths one direction, and then do 9 breaths the other direction. Every circle is a breath. We are yoking. The yoga itself is a basic art that reveals other arts. It reveals fine art of painting and poetry and music. The art of yoga reveals arts of healing, arts of cooking, martial arts, the breath and the body together, life force energy in the body. Beautiful. Now, relax the legs. Reach the arms at your side, palms down, bend your elbows, lift in your heart. The palms press down into the ground. Squeeze the legs together and go onto the top of your head. We call fish, Matsyasana. Yeah. You can go more on the top of your head and you will get a bigger arc in your back, in your heart. Oh yeah. Christina, you're almost there. You've got, look at that. See that? You're entering deeply. Nice, Hannah. Juan, your back is improving week by week. You're getting more and more space in your back every week. Yes. They say, that when your spine is healthy, your whole system will be healthy. Yes. Take 3 more breaths, big breaths, in the nose, out the mouth. Ha, ha, ha. And release. Let your palms turn up. Yeah. Good. Relax. Let yourself relax. Anna, will you choose a passage for us today? You're doing something right. I can see. There are 4 passages here. 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. You said 2? Okay, number 2. This is one of my favorite ones. There are a few favorites in this book. This is one of them. And it goes like this. The highest understanding of love. It lies in the power of love to transform life, to restore health, and to bring about a sense of total well-being. That is the very highest understanding of love. And at the other end of the spectrum is the love directed by desire. And love directed by desire is limited. It is a contracted form of love, and it has tremendously destructive potential. You know, that is a piece of wisdom, I think, that is reflected in Shakespeare. If you look at Romeo and Juliet, it was not really about love. It was more about obsessive desire, hormonally driven, false identification, powerful, but not really love. Love is expansive. Love is without contraction. Love is the essence of creation and life itself. Life itself is a strange thing because everything in the universe runs down. Every battery becomes depleted. Every machine breaks down. But so how is life possible? It's like life goes against the breakdown of the world around us. Until ultimately, yes, the machine of the body begins to break down. But this is what we have to learn, I think. This is what I think is important, is that life continues. Life continues to expand if there is love. It continues. Oh, but that's all for today. That's enough of my... Come on out. Find your own stretch. Stretch your own stretch. Wake up your body. What is the easiest way for you to come stand? Plant your feet down. Now, it's easy to say this kind of shit. Excuse me. Anybody can say it.
It's after the hour, you can say it.
But how do we live it? You know, that's hard. That's hard. Plant your feet down because it's challenging. We fear, you know. Take your hands together. So I wish you to have courage to love. Inhale up. I wish myself to have courage to love. Inhale over the ground, make a fist. Lock it, open. Through the mouth, exhale. Inhale wide. Bring it back to your heart. That concludes our asanas today. I love the reading. Thank you for that, Hannah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you soon. We'll see you soon. Namaste.